Hi everybody. Today I'm going to do a tooth fairy craft with you, and it goes along with the book that I read for Dia de los Niños, sorry about that, the Day of Children. If you did not see the video, just go back on our Facebook, and it's probably quite close to this post that I have right now here. And the book is called Tallulah, The Tooth Fairy CEO by Dr. Tamara Pizzoli, and it's excellent. And so go back on our Facebook page and find it and hear the story first. Okay, so I'm going to make a craft of a tooth fairy, as I said. And once again, I went around my house. I found things that probably everyone has in their house. Look around, challenge yourself, find things to craft with. That doesn't mean you have to have like all this crafty stuff in your house to be creative. So the first thing I'll show you is my two tooth fairies. This girl, she's a little silly looking, and I kind of like her because she's very quirky. And then I have this more delicate one that is, except for the sparkles, totally made out of stuff that I think everyone's going to have in their house. So I'm going to show you how to do this first. And all you do, and usually I would do this with pencil, then I can erase, but I'm going to do it with marker to show you so that you can see better. So depends on what I want. I'm going to make a stick figure, which I usually say do not do. But if I want legs, I can do that, and I just add, oh, that's probably, you want it kind of thick so it's easy to cut out. And mitten hands, forgot about that. And there you go, you got legs. And if you want to add feet, you can add feet, or however you want to do that. Because we all know there are probably just not girl tooth fairies or fairies, but there are boy ones. So the one with the dress, because sometimes in some cultures men wear something like a dress. It's not a dress. And I just do sort of a triangle shape. Actually, I guess that's a trapezoid. All right, and I'm just going to show you this one. Cut real quick. And I am obviously not cutting on my lines because I don't know why. I draw lines and then sometimes I don't even cut on them. Her head is a little bit smaller than I wanted, but oh well. And yes, her arms are sticking out kind of weird, but you can bend them later, which is what's really nice about cardboard. You can do that. So there that one is, girl, boy, whichever it is, that's right here. And all I did was I have these sort of pretty napkins here at home, but I also have plain white ones because that's what we usually have. And for the bottom part of this, I'm just going to cut some triangles, and my napkin's already folded, so I can cut a bunch of them at the same time. And I can just put some glue here, maybe. And you don't need a lot. And I can just layer them. And that doesn't reach the bottom, so I can either just take it off real quick and do this. And I probably need more glue. And then I can just pile some more on top of that. Okay, so you get the idea. I don't want to make this video too long. And then, so you could, add some more triangles, maybe cut some shapes to put on her little hands. And then I'll show you very easily. I've already cut, folded, it's folded. And I cut out this shape. And to make wings, I open it up, and I squinch the middle, And there you are. She's got wings. Or he. And you would just put that back there. Oop. And maybe have to hold it for a minute. Okay. For hair, if you have yarn around, that's great. But say you don't have any yarn around the house. You could even tear. You can tear or cut. You know what? I'll use tissue paper, but you can use a napkin. Maybe just cut some pieces of tissue paper. And voila, she could have hair. Or maybe you want it to be a little bit kinky. And I just put a little. And then you can go back and cut her hair later to make it like you want it to make it. This is obviously not the best I am doing here. So that's why I made her this girl, just to show you. If you don't have markers, that's fine. If you don't have markers, doesn't matter. I can use pencil. And I can add her face or his face. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and her eyelashes maybe, or his, some eyebrows. But this one I said is, you know, obviously not finished. Okay, so you could add to this, and then same kind of thing for if you want pants on, and you just cover up your spots with the tissue paper or napkins. Okay, and then real quick, I'm going to show you, I have this popsicle stick. I drew a little face on it. And so you don't have glue. I do have a little recipe for glue I'll show you in a minute. But if you don't have glue, this particular girl is there's no glue on her. She's all tied together. So I have a piece of material, and if you have scraps around the house, that's fine. Maybe there's something you'll be allowed to cut up, but please ask. I keep saying that, I know, but ask before you do anything so you don't get in trouble. And so I have a rectangle, and I fold it in half. Actually, I guess I folded it because I already cut this. Fold it in half, and then you're just going to make a cut, a really kind of little cut. See how tiny that is? And I just slip it on, and I kind of pinch it around there. And you might need a helper. I'm pretty good with doing things without a helper, but sometimes it's hard. And so I wrap it around. So I come back to the front. And if you want to tie a bow, you can tie a bow. I think my string is too short to do that. So I'm just going to tie a knot. And there. I think this material is so funny. Both of them. I thought the shark was good because, you know, shark's teeth. Ha ha ha. So there's the little clothing on this person, this fairy, I mean. And I have twist ties, and I just grabbed a yellow one here. If you want arms, you don't have to put arms on, but you can wrap it around. Actually, maybe twist it in the back if you don't want to look at the twist part. And there are arms. All right, and you can make little hands. You can make a little tooth to make it, and then it holds the tooth. Like mine is. It's not glued or anything. It's just pinched in there. Oop, I'm just going to drop it. Okay. And same thing with the hair. You could add paper hair. If you have yarn, you can make yarn hair. And I had a muffin, a muffin paper that I just squished into the middle. Oops. And like I said, this is not glued together. All I did was get another twist tie, and I wrapped it around and twisted it, and then brought them together. And it's kind of hard to get in. Oh no, it's harder to get in this one. Aha. And I just pushed it down in there, and it might take a minute, and you have to work at it. But it's all, oh, well, sort of tucked in there. And there you go. All right, I might finish that one because I kind of like it. Okay, so, and here's the recipe for flower glue if you need glue. Like I said, you don't really need glue either. All right, enjoy, and happy Dia de los Niños. Bye.